Hello and welcome to the Nerdic Gods MMA show, episode 2.
Yeah,
Uh,
welcome.
welcome
Back
back.
at it again.
Welcome back. Our first episode was a huge hit.
Yeah,
We're
did
famous
well.
now. Yeah, we both got offered jobs by ESPN. We're,
No,
I,
so exciting. I
I was
can't
saying we
wait.
should have replaced
Uh,
Stephen A. Smith and the other
uh,
dude, the Men in Black
uh,
looking guy. We could
100%.
have done 10 times a better job than them.
Sometimes, man, they were going hard that night. I was like,
Oh man, it's like, why do you put them on camera?
it's because it's a Connor fight. You got the Connor night.
You
You
gotta
gotta
bring out the
have,
guys that don't know anything, I guess.
you gotta bring out full force of ESPN.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we are covering the UFC 264 event. Just happened. Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier 3. It's now over. Quite the card, right, Salon?
Very good card. Very good card. Man, that was there's a lot of good fights that night. A lot of KOs,
Yeah,
a lot of knockouts, a lot of just crazy stuff in general. Tons of celebrities. It seems like a very fun night. That's
yeah,
for sure.
yeah. The celebrities we were just talking about that off the show are absolutely
Yeah.
insane at this event. I mean, I've never seen. I wonder if it's
Yeah.
just like got all built up because the pandemic and everything, and now
Well,
they're all coming out because I've never seen this amount. You know.
good amount. Well, I mean, MMA is just getting more popular.
Mm,
I mean, last year it was pretty much the only sport going on. So,
Yeah, that's a good point. And now you
I
got
mean,
Trump sitting 2 seats away from
yeah,
Bieber. Nuts.
yeah, yep. It's a good night. It's a fun night. Everybody's there having a good old time.
Anyways, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go top to bottom. We're gonna go over the whole card, give our thoughts, what we'd like to see next from the fighters, etc. And let's just kick things off. Dustin Poirier defeated Conor McGregor round 1 TKO. Doctor
Yeah.
stoppage. All right, don't tell McGregor otherwise. Don't tell him anything else.
That was a doctor
It's a
stoppage.
fucking doctor stoppage. Like, all right, bro, chill.
Yeah, oh man, that was an event,
Let's
buddy.
just start with the end since
Uh,
we're already here. So
mhm.
Conor McGregor's laid on the floor, broken ankle.
uh,
His ankle
oh,
might have
that
been
was
fractured on a check at some point. We're
yeah,
still
yeah,
unsure.
that's what it seems like. That looks like he got checked on the kick. Might have fractured a bit.
Yeah, I saw
You know what I
another
mean? Yeah.
video where Dustin blocked one with his elbow, and there's a couple of people saying
Hmm.
that's what did it. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Connor's claiming that none of the checks had anything to do with it. He just stepped back on
Oh,
it wrong.
oh yeah, of course. I mean, that's what Connor would do. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
It like that was a little hard to watch. I was like, oof. I was like, boom, you just see his foot just
The step back,
come,
right? The step
just
back was
step back.
nasty. It's weird because like you wouldn't think it snapped just from that if he didn't
Yeah,
fracture it.
yeah, yeah,
You know.
yeah. No, you think it was like above the ankle, so it looked like it was a spot that he was kicking with. I don't
Yeah,
know,
definitely.
but no, who knows?
Yeah, I'll be
But
curious to
it's
see
uh,
what comes out from it exactly.
yeah,
But he had surgery already, so apparently he's all
mm,
good to go. Saying 6 weeks on
yeah.
crutches.
Ready for that fourth fight.
Yeah,
Let's get it going.
6 weeks. We'll be ready to go here.
Uh,
Anyways, let's get to the
uh,
fights itself. So opens
mhm,
up. McGregor comes out. He's throwing a good amount of leg kicks here.
yeah.
Funny enough, taking Poirier's game plan from last fight
Mhm.
a little bit, and then
Yeah.
at some point they're getting a few altercations with the hands.
Yeah.
And interesting enough, kind of seemed like Poirier was winning with the hands this time.
Mm. Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, Connor, I don't know. Connor came out. He's back with Karate Connor,
A little bit,
and
right?
his kicks were looking nice and everything. But I mean, Dustin really just survived that little beginning onslaught and really just kind of took the fight. Definitely got him a couple good shots. And then I'm still confused as to why Connor decided that he would go for a guillotine
Yeah,
on Dustin Poirier.
yeah. So at some point they get
Uh,
wrapped up. Dustin
Yeah.
shooting for a takedown, and then
Uh,
McGregor is the one
this is
that
the
jumps for a guillotine again,
uh,
taking Dustin's move.
yeah. It's just that made no sense to me. I was like, "What are you doing, Connor?"
I get it if he really thought he had it, but like
Yeah, yeah.
I would like to know, like, did you really think you were gonna get that there?
I mean, it looked tight
It did
for a
look fairly
bit.
tight, to be fair, yeah. And
It,
even
it did
Dustin
look,
said, like,
yeah,
for a second there, he was like,
yeah,
"Oh shit, why did I jump into this?" So,
yeah, yeah, definitely. But I mean, but Dustin's just been in those kind of situations before. He's just survived it, and then boom, he's on top, and Connor just on your back.
yeah, it's
And
I feel like it's always like a known
mm,
thing that guys that are specialists at one move, like
mm,
Dustin is with jumping for a guillotine, they're also then very
mm,
good at defending said move.
yeah,
So
no,
you jumping
definitely.
for one on him is just like, nah,
Mm,
that ain't the
yeah.
move.
That ain't the move, buddy.
And then yeah, we're on the ground and Dustin just unloads some
Oh man,
pretty vicious ground and pound.
you got some good elbows in.
Yeah,
I mean, even Connor got a couple of good elbows in at
yeah,
one point.
yeah, from bottom too. Connor had some good up
Yeah,
kicks too at some point.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
definitely,
so it's not like
but
McGregor wasn't fighting back this whole time, but
no, definitely.
so,
But it didn't quite work out for him,
no,
unfortunately.
yeah. I
But,
mean, and then we get back up to the feet at some
yeah,
point, and then of course the whole
mhm,
thing happens. So
yeah,
the round overall, though, I thought it was very dominant by Dustin. I mean, two
yeah.
judges gave him
No,
2 10-8, so
no, definitely. That,
yeah,
that was that was pretty much Dustin's round. Like Connor looked good in the beginning for a little bit, and then the rest of the rounds that was just
it's
Dustin's.
really just those leg kicks, right?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much just the leg kicks. Like there
He did
wasn't a
land like
whole
one
lot.
good left hand.
Yeah, he did. I mean, Dustin said he got cracked a little bit with a hand,
Yeah,
so said it hurt a little bit, but it wasn't much overall. Connor definitely pretty much just got beat up that round
yeah,
for the most part.
yeah.
And then
So then
yeah,
whole
it was
ending
like
thing
yeah.
happens then. We get back to that.
Oh
It
man,
was like a bad guy that lost at
yeah,
the end of the
mm,
movie, and he's like going
yeah.
to jail, get arrested. I'll be
Uh,
fucking back. This isn't
I
over.
know, I know, I know. He's like getting his wife
Yeah, he's
involved.
getting his wife
This dude,
involved. It's like, oh
uh,
man, it's too much.
it,
You could
it
tell
just,
Cotter was still very much
oh,
in the fight at this point.
he was so mad.
Yeah,
Just,
he's
he
you
was
never
just.
seen him more pissed off.
Oh my. Well, it gotta make you think, is an injury like that is gonna take forever to heal. So we probably realistically won't see him probably until next year,
Yeah, I'd
to be
say
completely
I'd say
honest.
exactly a year is like
Yeah.
the best we could hope for.
Mm.
Next July.
But now he's got to also, redo his public image. That didn't look good.
Yeah,
That fight. Like just, getting wives involved, looking like a poor sport on the ground, getting taken out in the stretcher. The whole
he
thing
said
has
he
got
was
to
gonna
be.
put him on the stretcher.
I know. It's just it's a bad circle,
Endless
buddy.
circle there.
Uh,
So I mean, I guess let's just talk about that. What do we want to see
mm.
from McGregor next? Start with him.
I mean, if the third Nate fight is still on the table, I would do that.
It's always on the table, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I would assume so. But I don't know, man. I mean, I guess at this point for Connor, it's just like, does he enjoy the sport enough to want to keep going, or was it just he's got the money now? Because honestly, realistically, he doesn't need to fight.
Yeah. I
You know.
it's a good question. Like whether I don't know, maybe in like a few weeks after he's just sitting on his ass trying to
Mm,
heal this, he's just like,
yeah.
fuck this. Like, why am I even doing this anymore? Yeah.
Personally, I think he should just go over to boxing.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think he should just go over to
Like as an MMA fan, I don't want that at all. It's like
boxing.
don't go. His sport's so much
No,
more entertaining with him.
no, I agree. I would love to keep seeing Connor in MMA.
Yeah.
But I just mean like for his career, realistically now, does it seem like he might get that title shot again? Like I know he's Connor, but now he's lost 2 fights in a row. He would definitely have to fight like somebody like Gaethje,
He would. He'd have to fight one of these
it,
guys. Someone at lightweight.
Gaethje or Michael Chandler,
Yeah.
something like that
Uh-huh. See, I'd love
to
to
get
see that though, because like I'm just
yeah.
curious, like, can McGregor still win those fights?
Yeah,
Like
no,
Poirier is like
exactly.
the
Yeah.
second best lightweight in the world,
Hmm.
besides maybe
Yeah.
Oliveira right now. I mean, we'll find out who's better there. But
Yeah.
can
No,
McGregor
definitely.
beat like the guys outside of
Mhm.
the top five in lightweight and
Yeah.
so on?
No, definitely.
That's a question that has to be asked now.
I feel like I feel like one of those fights would have to be the fight he would need to take if he wanted to go back towards a title shot. Because any
Yeah.
other fight at that point, I just don't think it would work out that way.
Yeah.
And,
I
and
mean
of
the
course you got of course you got Tony, but he's already lost a couple.
Yeah.
You know,
Even that, I'd love to see that
even
now.
that
See, the
that'd be a
thing with
great fight.
McGregor, if he did want a title shot, like
Mhm.
he'd only need one, right?
No, definitely.
Uh,
Yeah, because it's Connor. He just
yeah,
needs one.
exactly. He might not even
Yeah,
need one. I mean, according to everyone at the press
yeah,
conference, everyone's
yeah,
down for the
yeah,
Dustin, Dana, and McGregor all seem down for the fourth fight. So it's like
yeah, 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 yeah.
maybe there is a world here where Dustin fights Oliveira, wins the
Yeah.
belt, and McGregor just gets an immediate title
Yeah,
shot.
just gets an
Like,
immediate title shot. They get
yeah,
the
like
fourth fight.
it's not the most
Yeah,
impossible thing, you know?
no, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Connor gets those Connor privileges.
Yeah, but I'm with
Gets
you on the
those
Nate
gets those
fight as
things.
well. I
Yeah.
mean,
I
anytime's a
feel
good
like
time to do that,
look,
but it's like we should
look,
really do that now.
look. I feel like he should do the Nate fight.
Yeah,
Like if he wanted to come back and do a fight, fight Nate. Like that would be a
because
great
if he
fight.
lost another one after this, say he fought
Yeah.
Chandler and lost,
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
Nate even gonna be interested in it anymore? You know, Nate just might be
Yeah.
like, "Fuck that! This guy's been losing constantly." Like,
I mean, honestly, would he even be interested in it even now?
yeah, that's a good
You
point.
know?
Nate might just be like,
Yeah.
"Fuck you" right now, even, you know.
Yeah. It's a possible thing.
So they whip out that checkbook, though, you know.
I'm sure if it was big enough, which I'm sure it would be.
Yeah.
I just see that fight just being massive.
Yeah. Oh, it's huge
Yeah.
still. No matter how many
Yeah.
losses both of them have,
Yeah.
that
No,
fight's
it'd
massive.
be great.
Yeah.
Connor could use another trilogy. Get a couple
Yeah,
trilogies
for
under his
sure.
belt.
Get this one over
Yeah.
with.
Yeah, get
We're
over
gonna have a
with.
part 4 of Poirier anyway, so whatever.
He should fight. He should fight Islam.
Islam would be great. Islam would be fucking classic, dude. Have him beat in the
Islam.
quarter.
Yeah.
Nah,
That would be.
that sounds like a
that would
horrible
be-
idea though for him. Let's move on to Poirier then.
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone just wants the title shot for him next.
Yep.
I
No,
feel like he's
definitely.
the uncrowned champ
Well,
right
that's-
now, kind of.
I mean, that's really the only thing for him. I mean,
Yeah.
just title shot.
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
not going back. So
It's either that or for the fight with Connor.
yeah,
It's either-
and then you'd be
either one or
waiting
one.
like a whole year.
Yeah.
So I think it's
Definitely.
pretty much guaranteed Poirier's
Yeah.
next for title shot, and
Most likely.
him versus Charles Oliveira, man, such a good fight. That is two like
I mean, all of it,
UFC born fighters. You know,
Yeah.
they both have 20 fights or 20
Yeah.
wins in the organization. So it's just
Mhm.
like that's
No,
as
definitely.
big as veterans as you can get. You know.
Yeah. It'd be a great fight. Plus, I feel like they're both, just kind of like similar in the way they look. About the same height, same kind of lanky build.
Both
you know.
definitely in their prime right now too.
Yeah, definitely. I think it'd be a very fun fight.
Yeah.
And plus, like Oliveira was at the event.
Rocking that belt.
Hopefully cutting a promo,
Yeah.
rocking the belt.
That's definitely who's there for it. I wonder if he's
Yeah.
disappointed at all that it's Poirier. I'm sure he is a little bit inside, you know, like, I was really hoping to be McGregor.
Oh, dude, 100%.
Yeah.
Everybody wants that Conor fight.
Yeah, if you're the
There's a
champ there, you got to be begging for that, you know?
Yeah, you want it.
It's just money. But yeah, very curious to see how
Mhm.
Poirier, Oliveira go. When do you think they'd get that fight done? I'd guess probably end of the year, December. Sounds about right.
Yeah, it'd be end of the year, most likely.
Mhm.
They could just like attach it to something else, but they'd probably want that to be the main event.
Yeah.
If I had
I'd
to
imagine
guess.
at this point too, Dustin's gonna be a big enough name coming off
Yeah.
the two McGregor fights. I think.
Oh
So,
yeah.
like his
He's got
stardom
that big.
definitely raised.
He's got that big old hot sauce now.
Yeah, you got the hot. Which there's a part I
And,
loved with the hot sauce during this card. I'll talk about it.
There's some good stuff. But yeah, it's just no, definitely people really like Dustin now. I feel like Dustin's kind of like he's kind of got that like hero status in the UFC a little bit.
Definitely, he's
Yeah.
definitely the good guy coming out of all
Yeah,
this.
no, definitely. I liked how they didn't touch gloves. These dudes really seems legit.
Yeah,
dislike
now
each
it's
other.
real. Now they really don't
seems-
like each other.
It seems very real.
I feel like if
It's
there is a
like,
fourth
dude.
fight, it's gonna be even worse going into that one.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be so bad.
Yeah,
And I'm sure the press conference would be amazing because the press conferences last time was a good press conference.
yeah,
Wasn't
always
bad.
good. I was at
Wasn't
work
bad.
during
Uh-huh.
the press conference last Thursday, and
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta go on break. I gotta go watch this. This is necessary. Watching the McGregor press conference is almost as important as watching the fight itself.
They're so much fun. Dustin did well in it. He did well in it.
Yeah, he did good enough. But yeah, Dustin Poirier, Charles Oliveira, hopefully sometime later this year, maybe early next year. Then let's move on to the co-main. Gilbert Burns defeated Stephen Wonderboy Thompson by
That he did.
unanimous decision.
That he did.
Yeah.
It was a fun fight. Wasn't the most exciting fight because I don't know. It's hard. He had so many amazing fights this card.
I felt like this one it would have been better 5 rounds.
Yeah.
For this fight because it was kind
Probably.
of just heating up, and then the third
Yeah.
round actually got very good, and then
It did get pretty good.
yeah, and it would have just kept going.
Like I was rooting for Wonder Boy. I was like, let's go Wonder Boy.
Yeah,
But Gilbert,
in my heart, I was too.
but Gilbert looked good. But
Yeah, good little game plan going in there.
Yeah.
Stuck with the
No,
pressure,
definitely.
kept his distance on the feet. You know, good enough.
Yeah.
Land the shots when he
Yeah.
needed to. Yeah, really didn't let Wonder Boy get in that rhythm that Wonder Boy gets in. He'll just pick you apart for 5 rounds. Well, it
Yeah, no,
would've been 3,
definitely.
but yeah.
I mean, he did. Wonder Boy did get a couple good leg kicks in.
For sure.
Couple good combinations
Yeah.
for sure. The Gilbert definitely was just trying to wrestle him. Every time he took him to the ground, he definitely was kind of able to hold him for a bit, and Wonder Boy would get back up, but
Yeah, I would have
Yeah,
liked to see a
Gilbert-
finish on the ground, especially because
Yeah.
we always hear about Gilbert Burns having such great jiu-jitsu, but
Yeah.
he doesn't really have that many subs in MMA. So
yeah, not too much.
yeah, I would have liked to see that. But
Yeah.
good win for Gilbert.
Mhm.
Anytime you can beat Wonder Boy, it's huge for
Yeah.
you. It'll
No, definitely.
cement
Wonder
his spot in the
Boy-
top
I-
5. So
I mean, Wonder Boy's just been doing so well lately too. Like
Mhm.
he's beating a lot of young dudes.
yeah, he
getting
was coming
good.
off a couple wins.
Yeah,
Vicente Luque, he
Mhm.
beat Jeff
Mhm.
Neal, he beat. So
yeah.
yeah, it's a shame. He'll have to build himself back up. And at 38 with Wonder Boy,
I know.
it's gonna be
I
tough.
know.
Yeah. I don't know. Who knows
No,
if
for
we'll ever
sure.
get that Usman fight with him. I was always super curious to see how that would have went, but
I would have liked to have seen that fight. I don't know, like it could still happen.
yeah,
Wonder Boy
it
got
could. Just get a couple wins,
Yeah.
It's not over for Wonder Boy, but it's getting there.
It's just like one of those things where I think go over to Shara is getting a title shot now. He's 42.
Good point.
He's been looking amazing. And then Jan, I mean he's 37, 38. He's the champ right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean Wonder Boy I think could potentially get at least one more crack at it.
Yeah,
But that might be the last crack at it.
yeah. As far as Burns goes, where do we want to see him next? He's
He
definitely
should-
not
him
getting a
and-
title shot right now, so
No, definitely not.
it's gonna have to just be someone ranked.
I guess it depends. Like him and Colby would be a fun fight.
Him and Colby's always a good fight, right?
Yeah,
Burns and
it'd be a
anyone
fun
really,
one.
like Masvidal too.
Yeah.
Like I'd love to see Burns
Mhm.
and Masvidal.
No,
Leon
definitely.
Edwards, like that's not a bad
Yeah.
fight either.
Well, it feels like what's happening is I feel like Colby might be getting a title shot. I'm gonna keep saying, even though Usman doesn't really want it, but I don't know.
It just seems like that's what the organization
It-
wants now.
Yeah, it seems like it's gonna be the coming of fight. And then it also, I've seen Masvidal and Leon kind of going back and forth a little bit lately.
Yeah, if
So
Leon's
it's,
not getting a title shot, he better at least
yeah.
get the Masvidal fight at this
Yeah,
point.
you should at least get that fight. They have enough beef right now, and if they
Yeah.
kind of start stoking that back up, then
The dude's
I
on like
think...
an 8-fight win
Yeah.
streak already. It's just like
Mhm.
you got to give him
Yeah,
that
yeah.
at least.
And look, unfortunately, I know Dana didn't really like the co-main too much, so he wasn't too impressed with
Yeah.
either guy.
Yeah,
So that doesn't really help Gilbert.
right. They
in
won't be
that
doing
way.
Burns any favors after this.
Yeah. Not right now. So he definitely has to get another fight in.
Yeah.
But looking at the division, it's kind of like, well, who could he fight? I don't know.
Michael Chiesa's fighting Vicente Luque in August, so maybe the winner of that
Could be
wouldn't
the
be a
winner of
bad
that.
one. Yeah.
Wouldn't be too bad.
Either way,
But,
that'll be good.
That'd be fun. But I know Gilbert and Vincent, I think, are training partners. So I don't know if they
you're
would.
right. You're right. They're boys
Yeah.
too. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So I don't know
So-
if they would fight each
So
other.
only
if
if
it wasn't
Chiesa
for,
won,
like, a-
really. Yeah.
Yeah.
I doubt they would at all, because they're both like,
I imagine they would if it was for a title shot.
that
But,
whole gym just gets broken
yeah.
up because Usman
Yeah.
used to train there too with
Yeah.
Henry Hoof down at
Yeah.
I forget what they call the gym now. It used to be Black Zillions, but now
Yeah.
they changed it.
I think it's called. I can't remember what it's called.
It'd just be
Right.
crazy if they had to get broken up
Yeah.
again. No,
Mhm.
because of this.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like, because I'm looking at the division right now, and it's just like, I don't know who else Gilbert want to fight. We got Jeff Neal, got Bilal.
Oh yeah, Bilal's up there too.
Yeah, could do Bilal. But
Uh,
they're all just, but all of them are just kind of in the rankings, just kind of further down. So maybe Gilbert just wants to wait for a
yeah,
little bit.
Gilbert's definitely gonna kind
Yeah.
of be put in that standby
Yeah.
position and just wait for someone to pop up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most likely.
What about Wonder Boy then?
Wonder Boy will probably end up fighting somebody. Will probably be fighting a guy like Bilal.
Someone like that. They'll try to give him someone fun next. I
Yeah.
bet, I could even see like I don't know, maybe like a Robbie Lawler or something. I know Robbie Lawler's got a fight. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but
Yeah,
someone like
definitely.
that, I could see. Just
Yeah.
a fun fight is what I would do next for Wonder Boy. Just
Well, yeah. I think though that Wonder Boy is the number 4 guy.
yeah,
So the next person they will give them will probably be at least between, I would say, the 15 to 8 range.
for sure.
Just to like have somebody, maybe like they might want to like try to get somebody to knock him off.
Guys up there, I
That
know.
little spot. Yeah.
I could see like a Hazmat. I know Hazmat just got a fight too, but maybe if he won
Yeah,
that or
yeah.
something, just someone to.
Yeah.
They'll try to
That
throw in someone to
definitely-
build their name off Wonder Boy.
For sure. For
That'd be my
sure.
guess.
That definitely. But I don't know, I mean, Wonder Boy might not even want to do it again. Because I know he's talked about how he doesn't want to be a gatekeeper. And if he feels
Yeah,
like
good point.
and if he feels like that's just what he's gonna be, he could just retire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I suppose it's up to him if he thought that was
Yeah.
the last chance he'll get at coming close to
Yeah.
a title shot.
No, no, definitely. So you gotta think realistically, you probably would need another like 3 to 4 fights.
Yeah, you probably need 3 solid wins here, right?
Yeah.
Just to get there.
Mhm.
Yeah, unfortunate because he's not the most frequent fighter either. He fights maybe once a year. A couple,
Yeah, definitely.
maybe every 6 months for luckies.
I
But
love watching him fight. Like he's always just
forever, right?
so much fun.
I think
to
Wonder Boy
watch
made his
fight.
debut in 2014, so
Yeah,
it's been a
something
while
like that.
already.
It's been a minute.
Okay, moving on then. We had Tai Tuivasa defeating Greg Hardy by knockout
that-
round 1. This was the fight, man. This was the
that-
fucking fight.
That whole fight was just the most fantastic
Wild.
thing in the world. Oh, it was so wild. The entrances were fun.
Yeah, oh,
And then,
best walk back of all time. Of all
just
time. Fucking Tai
amazing.
Tuivasa, man. I
Just
love this guy so much.
amazing. I loved when they were like when they at the beginning of the fight, they show the stats, like, the age and the weight and all that stuff. And I like that in Ty's little portrait thing, it's just him doing a shoey.
Yeah.
And then just
Yeah, the
like
shoe. It's like advertising it. I just love how they lead. They were showing highlights at one point, and
Yeah.
then they show Greg Hardy like knocking all these guys out, and then they show Ty's, and he's just doing a shoey. It's like, all right, cool. But yeah, in the fight at some point, it was a pretty wild fight. At some point, Greg rocks him, and then Ty's wobbling back, and then Greg rushes in and just gets bombed with a left hand and put down and put out.
of there. Yeah, definitely. Greg's orbital looked like it got broke.
For sure.
I guess
His
whole
eyes
eye
swell quick, right?
just immediately. I was like, oof, that was a vicious knockout.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
It's crazy with this whole Greg Hardy thing. This whole thing has been like a giant experiment for the UFC for a
Yeah,
while.
definitely.
And
Yeah.
he's done pretty well, to be fair.
Well, he did well for a very long time. He got a ton of knockouts.
Yeah.
Doing well.
You can actually see like how much better his striking's gotten
Yeah.
fight to
definitely.
fight. Like he's gotten some hands over time.
Well, he lost his last fight, just through grappling.
Yeah.
His grappling wasn't there.
Well, the last one against Marcin Tybura was just like
Yeah.
he was winning that whole fight, and then he just died come the second
Yeah.
round, and he was
No,
it was all
definitely.
conditioning. He was just dead.
100%. And this fight, he just got knocked out. Just clean shot,
Yeah.
hit by a guy who hits very hard,
Yeah.
and it was fun. I know a lot of people don't like Greg Hardy, so they were quite excited.
Yeah, a
when
lot
he
of
got
people.
knocked
That
out.
arena went
Yeah.
nuts after this.
Oh yeah. He got pretty wild.
Ty noticeably smaller than him too. During this,
He looked-
during this
he
fight.
looked
He
more
looked like a whole
fit.
weight class down.
Yeah.
It was
He
like,
did.
whoa, this looks
He did.
shocking. Yeah.
That was definitely the skinniest I've ever seen him.
Yeah.
And he looked good. He looked good.
Yeah, he looked
And-
great.
And so look, 'cause I think it was like it was a minute and 7 seconds, so it was a quick fight,
Yeah.
quick knockout.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Interesting to see where Ty goes from here. You know, Ty's been ranked before, so
No,
it's kind of
definitely.
surprising he isn't now, actually. But I think he only had like
Right.
2 losses in a row or whatever, and they just got booted
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
there.
yeah.
But you know, Ty's kind of becoming the household name now. You know, maybe not household, but you know,
Yeah.
bigger name, especially
He,
after all
he's
these.
people are really digging him. I mean his walkout back out. I mean it was just doing shoes. People were just giving him beer, doing the whole thing. I loved when he was like at the door of the arena and the people out there just pouring the beer and
Oh
just going
yeah, he
straight
waited.
down.
It's like a 10-foot drop of beer
Yeah.
going into his mouth. The best one was when he's grabbing the dude's shoe and the dude pours beer in, and as Ty's about to put it to his mouth, the dude dumps a bunch of Poirier's hot sauce in it. And you're just like, what the fuck? It was the best walk back
Oh,
in
oh,
MMA history, hands
oh,
down.
it was fantastic.
Yeah,
I'm sure
one of the most
ESPN
entertaining
was,
parts of the
I'm
night.
sure ESPN was not too happy about
No, whatever. Fuck them. Pay per view.
it. That was fantastic. That was
Next for
fun.
Ty though,
Mhm.
yeah, you can go a lot of different directions with this one. They kind of cut a lot of the guys that I'd pick now. Like I would have said like
Yeah,
Overeem or something, you know, but he's
no,
gone.
definitely.
You know, like one of the older guys would have been great right now that have a big
I mean,
name.
I'm looking at the chart right now, and they actually only have 14 guys, so they could just
In the
make him.
ranking, really.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
I
they
mean
could
he
just
could just
make
be
him.
15 if you
He could
want.
just be 15.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like why
they just
not?
make him 15. They'd probably put him up against somebody like maybe like Walt Harris, Tom Espinal,
Yeah, they'll be good.
one of those guys. They
Hmm.
could even do Tabora, get the Hardy beaters, put them
Ooh,
together.
yeah, you could do Tabora next. Yeah, what's
Uh,
Tabora ranked? Are you looking at the rankings?
yeah, I'm looking at him. He's at 8.
He's at 8. Okay, what's like
Yeah,
number 12?
Tom Espinal.
Thomas. That wouldn't be a
Yeah,
bad one either.
wouldn't be bad. You got Sergey Spivak at 14. Looks like.
Interesting. Yeah, any of those really. I mean, it'd be
Yeah,
great. Yeah, kind of just
yeah,
you
definitely.
know, I hope Ty keeps working on his wrestling. I know he's been going down
Yeah.
to AKA
Hmm.
to work on his
Yeah,
wrestling. So you know, if I was
no,
him, I'd take
definitely.
like another like 6 months off or whatever, work on your
Hmm.
wrestling a bit more, and then just get one of those fights.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of it's actually becoming a decent amount of wrestlers in the heavyweight division.
Yeah,
Getting
good to
some.
see a lot of young guys now coming into the heavyweight
Yeah,
division. You know, it's
no,
been
definitely.
forever. It's just been the old
Hmm.
guys staying there. So yeah,
Yeah,
nice to
no,
see new
definitely.
names.
Hmm.
Then Greg Hardy. Where's he gonna go from here? He might be. I- They won't cut him because
Um,
his name,
no,
but
no, yeah,
he is
yeah,
on a
they
two-fight
won't
losing
do
streak
that.
now. He'll
Yeah,
definitely get one more.
we'll get one more. It'll probably just be some unranked guy. I don't know who they put him against.
Yeah, anyone
There,
really,
there,
just
there,
someone.
there, there could be some contender, heavyweight they might have to put him up against or something.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe try to
You
build
know,
him back up a little bit.
yeah, something like that. Get him going.
Uh,
Probably give him another striker.
yeah,
Probably.
definitely. Yeah, it's been a
Yeah,
little while since he's gotten a good knockout, so
yeah,
we'll see where
yeah,
he goes from
definitely.
there. Next up then, Irene Aldana defeated Yana
Man,
Kunkunstakaya by
she,
knockout, round one.
Irina looked good.
It's great hands, right? Aldana,
Man,
man,
her,
crazy good
bo- her,
boxing.
her boxing looked fantastic.
Yeah, she landed a really good liver
Yeah,
shot in that fight, like
mhm,
right before it all
yeah,
started
yeah,
happening, and then the left
yeah,
hook that
man.
ended all, man, just clean dropped her.
No, definitely. I don't know, I don't know. She just looked good. And I've seen her past couple fights. I can't remember who she fought, but she looked great in those fights too.
Her
Like
last fight,
she's
she had a loss to Holly Holm in a main event.
how did she lose to Holly Holm?
Yeah,
I feel like she looked good in that fight. If I remember
yeah.
correctly.
It was okay. I mean, it went 5 rounds,
Yeah,
so you know
yeah.
you're fighting one of the best strikers, in female MMA. So
No, definitely.
yeah, um, yeah. As far as she goes, though, man, she looked great in this one. I guess just keep building her up. You know, she's one of the few girls that hasn't fought Nunes, so
Yeah.
she could get there pretty easily.
I mean, the women's division, it doesn't take too much. I mean, just that win could
Yeah,
potentially
I
do
mean,
it because, I
what was
mean,
Yana ranked like 8 or whatever? So
yeah, something like that. It's really just like who does Nunez have to fight? It's not a lot.
yeah,
She's pretty much beating everybody.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Especially she's fighting Juliana Pena at the
Yeah,
beginning of next month. So
yeah.
after that, it's just kind of
Man,
might as well.
and I don't really see Juliana doing it, but
Yeah, me
she
neither.
could. Anybody can, but we'll see. It'd be interesting to see because maybe Ariana, maybe she'd have a really good boxing match with Amanda Nunes. Could
Yeah.
happen, but Amanda might just do jiu-jitsu on her. Might just
Yeah, looking
say
at
forget
Aldana's
that.
record now, I mean, she's
Yeah,
only lost to like the best
yeah,
girls around here, and
yeah,
even majority of her losses are from like pre 2017. So,
yeah. So,
she's getting up there. I'd say probably, one more fight, she could even
mhm,
get a title shot after that, if it's the right
yeah,
opponent, maybe pick
yeah,
like
definitely.
I'm trying to look at the rankings. UFC rankings.
Well, now that Brandon Moreno has won, I know a lot of the Mexican fighters have gotten a bit of a
It's a good
light
point
under
too.
them.
Yeah, she could get a
Yeah,
big
you know.
spot, like maybe a co-main on one of those
Yeah,
cards.
yeah,
Put it down in Mexico. It'd probably be huge for her.
yeah, definitely. Can see that happening.
Yeah, see, Yana was already 5, so the only one above her right now is Aspen Ladd and Jermaine
Hmm.
Durandamine, which maybe that's the
Hmm.
fight to make. Durandamine versus Aldana.
Yeah,
Like, that'd be a great
yeah.
fight, too.
Like that'd be a good one. Or her and Aspen. I don't know. Aspen, does she even have a fight? I can't remember.
I can't remember. Yeah, Aspen, she might have a
Because
fight
I
scheduled.
mean, her last fight was against Durandamine, I think.
Yeah,
She did not win that fight.
no. All right, cool. Then next up, where were we? First fight. Oh, Sean O'Malley
Mm,
defeats
yeah.
Chris. What's this guy's last name? What were we calling it?
Chris
Mount
Mutano or
Mutano.
something. I don't know. I don't know.
The
Something
created
like
character in every UFC game.
that. Yeah.
uh, this
But
was just
he's,
a pretty big domination by O'Malley
oh,
there.
dude, Sean O'Malley just looked amazing.
Yeah,
He just, yeah, like it was like a ridiculous hit rate.
I know
Like
people
that.
like to hate on this kid because the hair and everything, but
Yeah,
man, is his striking good. So
yeah.
crisp
Oh,
and
it's
just
it's
clean,
just it looks fantastic. Wait, dude, he landed 72% of his strikes. I
Which
mean,
is like
that's
crazy high amount.
yeah,
How
insane.
many was it even? It was like over
Yeah,
200
he
strikes.
threw he threw 318, landed 230 of them.
Nuts.
So
That's an insane stat.
yeah,
And then what was it?
yeah.
What did Chris land? It was like 60 something.
It was 32%.
He
He threw
what was
two
the total?
he threw 218 punches, only landed 70 of them.
Wow. That's
Uh,
nuts. What a crazy
uh,
stat. Ended up getting fight of the
uh,
night, surprisingly.
yeah.
Which like
Mhm.
wasn't really the fight of the night. It was
Yeah, it was more like just like heart of the night. It showed like a
yeah.
heart of the night
I
sort of
I get it. You want to
premise.
give the Chris kid some
Yeah,
extra money because
yeah,
he just went
yeah.
through a huge beating
Mhm.
in front of all these people. It,
Bro, that was his face looked like hamburger meat
that's like
after
some brain
after that.
damaging shit afterwards.
Oh, 100%. Well, apparently he quit his job too.
Oh,
Just,
good for him then. Whatever.
yeah,
He made
yeah,
75K at
go
the
for
very
it.
least. So hey,
No,
whatever. He's
definitely.
probably walking away with like 100K
Pretty.
just for all that. So
Yeah, no, definitely. It's pretty penny at least.
yeah,
That'd be
I'd
awesome.
quit my job too. Fuck it.
Yeah, yeah. Like let's do this. But
Sean
yeah.
O'Malley though. Where do we want to see him next? Got to be a big fight
Sean
next after this one.
O'Malley. I feel like they need to keep building him a little bit more.
A little bit more. Yeah, he's only 26, so
Yeah, I don't. I think they got to be careful. They don't. I don't think they need to push him too quick. Cause yeah, I mean he lost his last fight. Um, was against Cheeto. I don't think he
yeah.
fought anybody after Cheeto. I think it was his
I
first
think
fight
he
after
had one after.
Cheeto.
No, he fought
Did he have?
Thomas Almeida after
Oh, that's
Cheeto.
right.
Yeah, he got that
That's
one.
right, right, right.
Yeah.
Got that win. So now you got this guy, but unfortunately this guy was, last minute call, wasn't the original opponent.
Yeah.
Clearly just completely outclassed,
This
really,
definitely
by
won't put
Sean
O'Malley
O'Malley.
in the rankings. So
Yeah, not at all. So I feel like they need to keep building him. If they wanted to give him a ranked guy, I'd probably just say like a more bottom of the rankings.
the one that he called out that piqued my
Mm.
interest was Dominic Cruz. I would not mind that. I did not. Dominic
It'd
Cruz
be
fought Casey Kenny last, and I didn't think
yeah.
he looked like exactly like the same Cruz. So I'd kind of like to see where exactly Cruz is at, and
No,
O'Malley
no,
could be a good
no.
test for him too.
I don't disagree with that. Maybe Dominic.
That might
I
be
don't know
too
what
soon for Cruz. I know what you
Yeah,
mean, but it's also like
yeah,
that. Out of the ones O'Malley called out, that one was like, okay, I could see that.
yeah. No, definitely.
Be a good main event.
No, I agree. 'Cause I don't think he's ready for, Cody or
Yeah, the Cody one, I
Dillashaw.
was like, too soon.
Yeah,
All the other ones he was saying, I'm like, eh. It was just the Cruz one really that
yeah.
piqued my interest. Because
It
that'd
could be
be
a fun fight, but
be
I
a fun
know,
fight,
man,
just footwork wise
yeah,
too. Just watching them two dance around,
yeah.
that'd be fun as fuck.
No, definitely. That would be a good fight. I don't know. I guess we would see. Because I mean, Dominic's he's smart on the feet, but O'Malley's quick.
Yeah,
He is
for
fast.
sure. Especially now, he's young,
Yeah,
quick, and has clean
his,
hands.
his striking looks good, quick. Yeah, that's what you want.
Y-
That could be a fun one. I mean, they could do like Marlon Vera
Yeah,
or
Cheeto again. That'd be fun.
Cheeto again.
Yeah, get that rematch out of the way.
Get that rematch because Cheeto, I forget, dude. Did he win his last fight or he lost it? I
I
think he
believe he
lost.
won. No, he won. He
Did he
fought
win? No, he won.
who did he fight? Fuck, can't remember who he fought now. But he's coming off a
Yeah.
win. It was a close. He fought Davy Grant. That was it.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
that was a good fight. So
I
I don't
could do
know. You
that.
could go with that. You could go with a lot of
Yeah,
things with O'Malley. It doesn't matter too much because of his star power. He could really just go against anyone.
no, definitely. Would be a fun one.
As for the Chris guy, yeah, just anyone. I guess you just keep him in the UFC now, right? I mean,
I
he
mean,
has a 9-5 record, so it's just kind of
yeah,
like
no, I
you
know.
can't throw him
Well,
no
no,
wolves.
can't quite do that. I mean, if they're planning on keeping him, I would maybe put him in the contender series.
Oh, do
I would have
that?
to say.
Really go that far back with him? I think he was supposed to fight in the Contender Series. I think that's what they're saying on the
Yeah.
broadcast. Is that his
Oh
next
yeah.
fight was gonna be
Yeah.
in the Contender Series?
I mean, maybe they impressed him enough with the toughness and everything. They could do another fight, but if they were gonna do that, it would just be an unranked fight, right? Maybe somebody on their debut
Anyone
in
really?
the
Yeah, maybe a guy
UFC.
coming off
Yeah,
the Contender Series or something.
yeah, something like that.
Definitely don't go like throwing this guy to the wolves. Like, oh here,
Yeah, yeah. You
fight.
don't want to do that. Well, especially just like how outclassed he looked.
Yeah,
I mean, being tough only lasts so long.
yeah.
I
And I
mean,
mean, it just wasn't even close either.
yeah, it just wasn't. Like, yeah, it was fun. He got some shots in. It wasn't like he was completely didn't do anything.
Yeah.
But
I mean, really, at the end, I mean, it's just good for him to make that money
yeah, no, definitely. So, and honestly, look, if he's able to take that money and just really get into training and MMA, I'm sure he'll
full
become
time now
a
too,
much,
right?
yeah, full time, he could just become a much better fighter. Maybe he'll be able to use the UFC, was it the PI Center?
Yeah,
I know
that whole
I,
thing.
I know they have a lot of people that can go there and train and whatnot. That's just a part of the UFC.
Yeah, got a little bit of a name
So,
now too, so you can probably
yeah.
get in better gyms and whatnot.
I
So
mean, he got to be on a Connor card too,
yeah,
so a
good
lot of
point.
people saw him.
Bigger name.
And he was
I'm sure
and he was
social
on
media
the
jumped huge, right?
yeah, and he was on the main card, first fight of the main card.
Yeah, that's how mad.
And honestly, it was a fun first fight to watch as
Yeah.
the first fight.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
So yeah, we'll jump it in the prelims now. Go
The
through
prelims.
those a little bit quickly. Where am I? Here we go. The first one, the last one, excuse me, is Max Griffin defeating Carlos Condit by unanimous
Yeah.
decision. This
It's a
one
fun
tore me
fight.
up a little bit.
Yeah.
I love Carlos Condit. I've been watching Condit for
No,
so
no.
long. It was
Yeah.
pretty amazing to me to get Poirier and Condit on this card because I've just been watching both
Yeah.
of them for like 10 plus years now, so it's always cool
No,
when I get that.
definitely.
But yeah, it was a good fight.
It was. Look,
Condit-
Condit didn't look bad.
No, he didn't
I
look
mean-
bad. At least Condit's one of those older fighters, but at least he's not like getting like knocked out. Like viciously KO'd in any
Yeah.
of these fights.
No, definitely.
He's
agree.
losing, but just losing like close decisions, so it's not the worst
Yeah.
thing in the world.
Yeah, not the worst thing in the world. Look, they made first an exciting fight.
Yeah,
Still a fun fight.
good for Max Griffin though. Continue to see him build himself up. Then the next
Yeah,
one,
definitely.
Michelle Pereira defeated Nico Price unanimous decision. This is the one
Man,
I thought
that-
was fight of the night.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
Yeah,
That was
great
man.
great
They were
matchmaking there.
they battered each other. They did great. That was like so. I think it was a split decision?
No, just
Right. No,
just a
just
unanimous, yeah.
Just, it was
29-28 all cards, so he
was
lost one round.
Okay. But man, I don't know. That was a good fight. Pereira's he's very athletic.
Yeah, all those flips and
And-
shit. When he flipped back and then he
Yeah.
spun around, got him out.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
I know.
you're doing
I
some
know.
shit there.
I know. It was wild.
I was actually
That
surprised by
man,
him. I thought Price was going to catch him at some point during this fight.
he really showed his toughness that fight.
Yeah.
We haven't really seen him like in like a really tough fight like that before. So Nico really put it on him.
Yeah, definitely. Nico
And
Price, a
yeah,
pretty good veteran of this game now, too. So
yeah, definitely. He looked great. I mean, they both just look, and but then Pereira, man, that's just he's a specimen.
that
He
guy, he's
is
so big for welterweight.
phew, big
Price
dude.
is big for welterweight, and
Yeah,
then you just look at this
no,
guy. It's like, how
definitely.
the fuck does he make 170?
I feel like they with Pereira, they might start getting him up there into the rankings.
Yeah, I think actually you got a ranked opponent. I think he's 3
Hmm.
fights in a row now, 3 wins. So
I
yeah,
think so.
I think you start
Yeah.
putting him up there now.
I would say
A
so.
lot of exciting fights to come for him, I'm
Mhm.
sure.
No, definitely.
Next
Yeah,
fight, Alirli, Alila,
yeah,
Tropia,
Tupo,
whatever. This guy,
yeah.
he beat Ryan Hall by
Taporia,
knockout.
yeah,
Taporia, Tapico,
Tapora, I think.
who knows? He defeated Ryan Hall
Yeah,
knockout round 1. This one was
that
shocking.
that fight was almost a little hard to watch. Just a little bit.
It's just so weird because you always see
Yeah,
Ryan Hall do this wacky shit,
yeah.
and like
I
it
know,
always
I
works too.
know.
Every time it works,
No, definitely.
and like this is like what you think would happen to Ryan Hall. It's
Yeah,
like, okay, he's gonna get knocked out doing this at
yeah.
some point, but he never
No,
did.
definitely.
And no, this one it finally
Mhm.
caught up to him, and he got brutally put out.
Well, he just kept doing it over and over again, and the
Yeah,
guy just got the timing.
yeah.
He just did it so many times. The guy finally
Didn't even look
got
like
the
that
timing on
heavy
it.
of ground and pound either. It just kind of
No.
he just
Yeah,
kind of landed
yeah,
a couple punches to Ryan Hall, and it was just like,
yeah,
oh, is Ryan out? Yeah, no, he's
yeah,
out.
yeah. He's
It's
out.
like, oh
He's
shit.
that. Poof. He's
Big
out
win
of
for
there.
this guy though. Like
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
huge. No one wanted this fight against
Mhm.
Ryan Hall. Like none of the ranked guys
Well,
wanted it.
this could be potentially a good thing for Ryan Hall because now people might want to start fighting him more,
Yeah.
and he might,
Now he gets
he,
big fights.
yeah, now he can start actually getting some fights. Because honestly, man, it just like I feel like he's just been doing a lot of jujitsu. Like he's just been going to a lot of jujitsu matches,
Yeah.
doing a lot of like little tournaments and whatnot. And that I don't think he's been focusing on his MMA as much
And
as
the
that's
unfortunate
just
thing
been
is,
his
like, it
jujitsu.
might be too late. Ryan Hall's 38,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
And it's like,
no, definitely.
it's not like he's in the same point as a Wonder Boy where, like, he's had title
Yeah,
shots and been ranked and in the top. Like,
no,
no, like, Ryan
definitely.
Hall was still working his way up and
Yeah,
just took the wrong fight against the wrong kid, you know?
yeah.
Kid's undefeated,
Yeah.
too. He's 11-0 now,
Mhm,
so
mhm.
surely he's looking at big things next.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It'll be curious to see where Ryan Hall goes, considering he's so inactive, too. Like, that guy only
Yeah,
fights once a year, so.
I know. They might give him another fight, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because like I said, honestly, even the showing for him just didn't look great. Because all he really did was like the Amanari roll, trying to do that. Then he would do his
All night, just
he would,
roll.
just doing his spin kick every now and again. That was pretty much all he did. Basically, he did 2 moves
Yeah.
for the whole entire the whole
That's
entire
that's pretty
time.
much been his whole career.
Yeah, yeah, and
Spin
it's like
or armor auto roll.
yeah, and it's like when it works, it's great, but when it didn't work, like it did last night, it just looked bad. And
Yeah.
it's like, oof, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
But
I don't know. It's a tough position for Rhino.
look, I want to see him. I want to see him keep fighting. 'Cause I do love watching.
I do too. There's a lot of fun fights for him there, just with that
Yeah,
style. So
no,
I mean,
definitely. So
of course he should keep
hopefully,
fighting, but it's gonna be
I
very hard for him
honestly,
to build his way back up.
I really do hope people will try to at least give him a couple more fights and
Yeah.
actually like try to fight him.
Give him
I
some
mean,
names. Like
yeah,
he
he's
should
wrong.
get like a ranked opponent next, even though he's
Yeah,
coming off this loss. But like
yeah,
he should still get someone.
yeah. I agree. But
Okay, then the first fight on the prelims, or the ESPN prelims, the Pelisi. Gotta learn these names, you know.
Yeah, yeah, something
Names are
like that.
tough in the UFC, I'll tell you. Defeated Trevin Giles by knockout round
Uh,
2. Good KO here.
Oof,
Clean.
that was a good KO.
Yeah.
This Duplessis guy, man, I've seen him a couple times. He's been knocking dudes out. I mean,
Yeah.
he's like a strong dude from South Africa, I think.
Big middleweight.
Big, yeah,
Yeah.
big dude. And
Um.
I mean, that's what, yeah, middleweight. I feel like he probably just, they'll probably give him 1 or 2 more unranked fights.
Yeah, I think he's I
He-
think he has 3 wins in UFC now, so
yeah, I
you know,
think
good for
so.
him. I know he's coming off some he had a couple titles in some smaller promotions, so
Yeah, yeah.
definitely seems to be a good prospect here. But yeah,
Mhm,
we'll see where he goes from here. A lot of
definitely.
fights out there in middleweight, so you know, definitely not slim pickings.
Uh,
Next fight then Jennifer Maia defeated Jessica Ai, unanimous decision.
mhm.
Good fight here. I thought you
Yeah,
know
yeah,
the fucking
wasn't bad.
cut on Jessica Ai. Holy shit,
Dude, that looked vicious. It's
Jessica
like her.
Third Eye. You know, holy
I know,
fuck.
I know. Her third eye came about. It's like, woo. It was hard to look at, especially when it started bleeding. It's
Yeah, that thing was
to me,
nasty. I've never seen
whoa.
the worst. It was just deep too. You know, you could
Yeah,
just tell how
yeah,
much
yeah,
in there was.
yeah.
Their
You
soul was
might.
gonna be fucking popping
I
out.
got, I got, I feel like at one point you could almost see the bone, almost when they're like going through. Ooh, it just didn't
Ugh,
look,
ugh.
look vicious.
A lot of gruesome injuries.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
But yeah,
yeah,
good for Jennifer Maia. I think she's ranked like forward, but
yeah,
you know, unfortunately Valentina has beaten all these girls, so it's just
yeah.
like I don't know, you're gonna have to fight like
I mean,
everyone.
look, Maya looked really good against Valentino.
She looked better than
I,
almost anyone at that
I,
weight class, right?
I can see Valentino wanting that rematch just to like try to just outclass her, just to
Yeah,
show that first fight. Even though
finish her
even though
this time.
Even though Valentina won, she still has some trouble. So she'd probably want that fight again just to show that there is no trouble.
Yeah, and beating
But
Jessica I too. I mean, that puts you right up there. I think Jessica I was like
definitely,
what 4 or whatever. So
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
something
I
like
mean,
that.
she'll definitely need a couple more wins, but
Mhm.
yeah, we could see a rematch pretty soon here.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Next up then middleweight fight. Brad Tavares defeated Omari Akhmedov.
Hmm.
Those Russian names, I'll tell you.
Yeah,
A good fight here. This is
that's
a
good.
really highly ranked fight to be this early on the card, I thought. But
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
good win
definitely.
for Brad Tavares. I think he was coming off a
I
couple losses, so good for him to bounce
Yeah,
back.
I mean, it was interesting because Akhmedov, I feel like won the first round. He looked great that
He
first
did,
round.
yeah.
But
I
then
think
as
what were the scorecards? Yeah, it was 29-28 across the board. So
yeah, so I feel like and Brad, I'm pretty sure he got clipped pretty good a couple times.
yeah,
But he really managed to, like, towards the end of the fight, really came around and got that win. Brad looked great in the third round. Like, you definitely have that third round looking really good.
yeah, yeah. Good win for him.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
he's fought some big names at middleweight before, so
Mhm.
suppose he'll just keep doing what he's doing. You know, maybe
Yeah,
he can get up
definitely.
there in the rankings eventually.
For sure.
All right, cool. Yeah, that was UFC 264. Good card overall.
Let's see. Oh yeah, yeah. There was one more
Oh,
fight.
am I missing one?
Yeah, the very first one.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, the
really cool.
suck.
Yeah.
What's his name?
No, it is
uh,
Zalgas
Zach,
Zumagol
guys whose name we'll learn.
versus
Versus
Jerome
Jerome
Rivera.
Rivera. Oh, this was the
Rivera.
guillotine, right? The first round.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, brutal
That was
guillotine there.
Yeah, it was quick. It was the first 2 minutes.
Sorry to
Oof.
those two. I didn't mean to disrespect you.
No, no. But man, that submission, that was vicious. Like,
Yeah, that was tight.
he got it quick,
The
got it
angle he
tight.
got on that guillotine was
Yeah,
interesting too. Yeah.
yeah, no, definitely. But
Okay, so that was UFC 264. Yeah,
yeah.
great card. I thought overall. You know, the main
Mhm.
event. You know,
Mhm.
we all wish it would have ended differently.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It does like sting because even though Dustin pretty much pretty much dominated that first round, it still would have been nice to have seen, a more, better conclusion than Connor
Yeah, I mean, we all would have been
snapping
interested,
his
right, to
foot.
see what would happen in a second round. You know,
Yeah,
especially when it starts on the feet, and if Connor's ankle wasn't already fractured.
yeah, yeah, no, definitely. But it was a fun fight. It was a fun card.
End
A
of
lot
the
of good
day, though,
fights.
it's just like Dustin got a 10-8 on you now. You know,
Yeah.
I get the want for a rematch, but it's just like Connor should really have to earn it. You know.
Yeah, well, he's gonna have to earn it. Just, I think he needs to fight somebody else. And
Yeah.
then his public image definitely didn't look good
Nah,
after the end of that fight.
looked really bad
So
when
he's
we lose
yeah,
and screaming on the ground like that.
yeah. No, it's the whole thing just because Conor, man, his ego is through the roof. So
Rough night
it's
for McGregor, honestly. Just
rough
this whole
night.
thing ended up being
Yeah,
rough for him.
just not good, not good.
Yeah.
But it'll be fun. I'm excited for the next couple weeks. It's
Me
gonna
too.
be.
We will actually talk about that now. Well, first, let's talk about some recent news, some recent fights that got announced. Edson Barbosa versus Giga Jikate at UFC Fight Night
Ah,
192 on August 28th. Just got announced last week. Great fight. If you like
yeah,
violence and kickboxing, here you fucking go.
there you go. That would be a super fun fight.
Yeah. I
Both
wonder.
both those guys have been looking great.
Yeah. A definite, just a pure kickboxing match there. So
Hmm.
that'll be a fun one.
Definitely. Hmm.
August 28th, that comes to you. Then another one that got announced,
Hmm.
Jimmy Crute versus Jamal Hill on October
Hmm.
2nd, which is
Oh, that'd
interesting.
be
We were
good.
talking about this
Hmm.
last time. Well, not this particular fight, but Jamal Hill on the last card
Hmm.
broke his arm,
Yeah.
or apparently it
Yeah.
was just dislocated.
Yeah. It's just dislocated
Yeah.
apparently.
Which is still weird to me that you're fighting so quick again, man.
I know. I
Like
know.
October
He's
2nd,
good at
that's
it.
that's not far.
I don't know. I mean, like you said, when they popped it in, it felt fine.
Yeah.
Just
So I
felt
guess.
normal. So that, yeah.
I guess if he's cool. And Jimmy Crute
Uh-huh.
also had a weird injury in his last fight. I forget who he was fighting. Might have been Shogun, but he like twisted his ankle or whatever. He
Yeah,
did that
yeah.
thing where he got like the dead leg, that we've been seeing
Yeah,
happen
yeah,
with a few
yeah,
fighters. Yeah.
No,
And
no,
they just couldn't
definitely.
stand on it. So
Yeah,
both these guys coming off weird losses, but be excited to
no,
see
definitely.
who can come out on top there. Then one other fight we have is Li Jin Lane versus Hazmat Chimaev on October 30th, UFC 267. Hazmat, he's
Ah,
back.
ooh, that's gonna
Finally.
be exciting. It's
Yeah.
gonna be exciting.
I like how far
Yeah.
Hazmat has gone down in the rankings now.
Yeah.
That he's had
Pretty
like he
far.
was
Yeah.
supposed to fight number 3,
Yeah.
Leon Edwards, and
Mhm.
now he's
No,
fighting
definitely. Yeah.
Chin Lane, I believe, is number 12. So he got pushed way down now. That's
Ah,
that's what
it's just
happens,
not.
man.
It's just unfortunate with everything that happened with the COVID and all the
Yeah.
other stuff. Because
Yeah, no.
he had those quick 3 fights,
Yeah.
and then boom, we haven't seen him in like almost a year now.
It's gonna be over a
Something like
year
that.
by the time that fights
Yeah.
because I think he knocked out Gerald Mershart last
Yeah.
September. So
Hmm.
yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
13 months next time we
Yeah.
see him. So yeah, it'll be
Be a hot
interesting to
minute.
see. That guy's got so much hype coming up around him.
Mhm.
So
Definitely.
curious to see how that goes. Oh yeah, then the last one I want to mention, Robbie Lawler versus Nick Diaz is rumored for UFC 266,
Yeah.
which
See,
I hope gets
I've,
made.
I've heard the rumors.
Yeah,
That'd be a fun fight. That'd
that'd
be
be
a fun
great
fight.
Yeah, yeah. Rematch
That'd be,
from what, almost
Mhm.
20 years.
Yeah.
The
No,
point
no,
they
it's been a
actually did
minute.
it. Yeah. Nick hasn't fought since when was Nick's last fight? Was it Silva? Or did he
It
fight
was-
someone after that? It might have been
Might-
Silva.
It might have been Silva. I
Which
can't
was
remember.
like 2015. I
Yeah.
think.
It's been a hot minute since we've seen
forgetting.
Nick.
Yeah, and he hasn't won a fight in twice that length. Like I don't think he's
Nah,
won a fight
nah,
since BJ
nah,
Penn
nah.
in like 2010.
It's been a while, but it'll be fun seeing him back. See how he does.
Yeah, and I think Lawler's a good fight to do this with.
Definitely.
especially,
Well, people were talking about him like fighting like Kamazat and stuff, and I was like, I don't see why he'd want to do that.
Yeah, his last fight was Anderson
Yeah.
Silva, January 30th, 2015. So 6 years, been a minute.
6 years, been a minute.
When was the first fight with Robbie? Where is it?
I mean, that was
Oh, here you go.
that's
April
at the,
2nd,
beginning of his
2004.
career. Pretty sure, yeah.
Jesus, dude.
Beginning of
So
that
long
UFC
ago.
career.
Yeah. Yeah, but I would love the fight.
Yeah.
Lawler still brings it, It's just,
Oh, definitely.
how much is the inactivity gonna hurt Nick coming
How-
back?
Definitely. What was Lawler's last fight?
He
It
fought
wasn't-
Neil Magny in August last
Neil
year. So
Magny.
yeah,
That's right.
he's kind of slowed down to fighting like once a
Mhm.
year-ish.
Yeah.
His later years here. But yeah, I'm sure he's down for it with the Nick too.
I mean,
like why
it'd
not?
be great. It'd be great if they had Nick and Nate on the same card.
Yeah. Oh, if they could get that done, that'd be
Uh,
fucking fantastic. I know they
that'd be
they
amazing.
both said they never want to do that because they like being in each other's corner and whatnot. So,
Right.
yeah, but they got to
right.
do that before both their careers are said and done.
I wish they would, because that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
But yeah. You got next week's card.
Yeah. We will move on and predict next month's worth of fights. Next week's card, UFC on ESPN 26, Islam Makhachev versus Thiago Moraes.
Mhm.
coming at you. Obviously, kind of a bit of a disappointment with who Islam's fighting here. I know Thiago Moraes is good. I believe he's on like a 3-fight win streak in the UFC
Yeah.
right now. So it's,
Mhm.
I mean, it's not the worst
Well,
thing
it's
ever,
just
but I think we all just really wanted to see Islam fight that high ranked opponent. You know,
I know, but nobody wants to fight us.
no, I can't blame him either.
Nobody wants to fight Islam.
Yeah,
They just can't find him a fight.
yeah.
I mean, it's like all these top ranked dudes are really just you know not
It,
trying to
what
fight him.
pissed me off too is they had RDA weighing in as backup
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
McGregor Poirier, and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
why is he not just fighting Islam next week if he was good enough
Yeah.
to weigh in this week? You know?
No, I agree. I agree. RDA was all like, "Oh, I'm only gonna fight him if Khabib will fight me after." It was like Khabib's retired.
Yeah, it's like
It's like
what are you asking? You're asking for the
that's
impossible.
that's like a ridiculous stipulation.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you just don't want to fight the guy. Come
Yeah,
on, RDA. Do it.
RDA definitely should have. And it's like, if you really want to get the Habib fight at
Mhm.
some point, I feel like you should try to get the
Well,
Islam fight.
well, here's the thing. I mean, RDA's fought like everybody. I
Yeah,
mean, he's fought everybody. Like, you can't knock him. He's fought tons of people. But at the same time, it's like if you're gonna say you're gonna fight a guy, give him a realistic goal. Like, hey, I'll fight you for this amount, or I'll fight you here, or do something like that. Don't, oh, I'll fight you if I get to fight Khabib after. And it's
yeah.
like, well,
That's
that's not
just
gonna
such a weird request. It's like,
It's not gonna, yeah, it's
like
like,
at
it's
least
not gonna
ask for
happen.
more money or something.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
some of them.
you're asking for
But
something that just can't be done. But as far as this fight goes, yeah, I got Islam. I mean, I think I'll just dominate
I
him.
mean, I think Islam because Islam, in my opinion, I mean, he's like Khabib but with better striking.
Yeah, exactly.
In a sense.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, like I don't know, he's a little different 'cause he does the trips a little bit more than
Yeah.
Khabib does.
Uh-huh.
They're
They're
stuff
not
like
one for
that.
one, right?
Yeah, yeah, not one for one. Like, they got some, they do have their like kind of differences, but it's just in terms of that like dominating presence. It's
Yeah.
very similar to Khabib. He's just like he's in there, he's just taking dudes down, beating them up.
Yeah.
But
Surely if he wins
yeah,
this, it's got to be
yeah,
nothing but big things after,
yeah.
right?
Like it has to be.
And it would
It
be
just
nice
has
to
to be.
see him get his first main event
Yeah,
too, get that
yeah.
out the way. So,
Dude, no, for sure. The guys in the upper lightweight division just need to nut up and give him a fight.
yeah, at
One of
some
them,
point
one
they're
of
going to
them.
have to take notice and
Yeah,
fight him because, I mean, he's coming.
yeah.
And then co-main, I just want to mention real quick, is Misha Tate's return against Mineria Renault. So,
Yeah.
looking forward to
That'd,
that. Renault's
that'd be
been
fun.
around for quite a while. I mean, she's been
Mhm.
around since the beginning of this women's division too. So it's kind of two fighters that have been around since the UFC brought in the female
Yeah,
divisions, and then
right.
Misha Tate making a comeback. I think she's at like 4 years off already, so 4 to 5 years almost. So yeah, good for her. Can't wait to
It'd
see
be
it.
good.
Love
It'd
Misha
be good to see
Tate.
her back. Hopefully she does well.
Misha Tate was like the first woman to fight I ever got like super into and watched. When she was back in Strikeforce, she was defending one of her titles, and
Mhm.
yeah, that caught my eye. I remember watching that
Ever
forever ago.
ever since Big Tate fan.
Yeah, Misha Tate, man,
Yeah.
love her. Then the week after that is Corey Sandhagen versus TJ Dillashaw. You see on ESPN 27. This is the fight, right?
I'm ready for this fight. Like I wish it had happened before.
I
I
deserve
better
it.
not. I hope it doesn't get canceled again. I'll be so upset.
No, I can't. No. Well, last time it got canceled just due to a cut on TJ. So
Yeah.
wrap him up, put him in bubble
Mhm.
wrap. Don't
Put 'em in
let these
bubble
guys
wrap.
move. I want this damn fight.
Oh, dude, it should just be just an exciting, fun banger of a fight.
So much going
It'll
into
be-
it for TJ too,
Yeah,
coming off the
definitely.
2-year suspension now. So
Mhm.
does he still have it? Was he using substances like this whole career, and maybe he comes
Yeah.
back and he's off all of it and
Yep.
just doesn't look remotely
look
the
good.
same. Yeah,
Yep.
a lot of questions. It's hard to pick a winner for this, just because we
No,
have so
definitely.
many unanswered questions.
I mean, realistically, Corey should be the favorite.
Yeah, I agree.
know,
At this point,
Yeah. I mean, he's looked so good his past couple fights.
yeah, the win
You
over
know.
Marlon Moraes and then the crazy flying knee against
Oh,
Frankie
dude.
Edgar.
Dude, that Frankie Edgar knee was vicious.
I still think that's knockout of the year. They were trying to do
Cool.
like halfway awards for the
Yeah,
year.
no,
What's
no,
knockout? I was like, dude, it's not
yeah.
even close. It's fucking
No, no,
Sandhagen. Like that was just the perfect flying
That
knee.
was just fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the way he just slumped over was like, oh, that was vicious. But it should be a fun fight. Plus, they
Yeah.
got the history, you know.
Yeah.
It
Who
used to be
you
training
picking?
partners. Yeah. So, I think I think I'm gonna go with TJ.
TJ, yeah. You think he'll
I
come
think I'm gonna
back
go with
look
TJ.
fine? I
I
hope,
think
man.
he'll come
My
back.
heart
I think
says
he'll come.
TJ, but my head's telling me Sandeg.
I think he'll come back and look just fine.
Yeah.
Like he's like good quite a bit, and I think the skills are still there
Yeah.
without all the juice.
I do
I
too.
think
And according to him, he only
mm,
used the EPO for cutting
yeah
down to flyweight.
yeah
So we'll see how true that is.
no, definitely. So I think he's had enough time off. He's probably been training a lot, practicing, and I'm sure he's hungry to get back in there and get it going.
That's the thing, right? Is like these guys
Yeah.
better hope he doesn't come back and look
Mhm.
even better now,
Yeah,
Because I
yeah,
know
no,
he had a couple
definitely.
surgeries and got a few
Hmm
things fixed, and then he's just been
hmm
training like the whole last year. So like,
No,
y'all better
definitely.
hope like it might have been a good thing for him,
Look, momentum is a thing, though. I mean, look, and
Good point.
Corey, he has quite a bit of momentum going on, some vicious knockouts. I know he's been mad. He's ready to get it going.
Yeah, he feels like the guy
So,
right now
yeah, definitely.
in
So,
that weight
like,
division.
yeah, it could just be one of those things that Corey comes out, just takes care of it.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
don't know, I think TJ might be able to pull it out.
yeah. I'm with
But
you.
we'll,
I think TJ will come back. He'll look great. Get that
yeah,
belt back. Let's go,
yeah,
TJ.
no, definitely. Stealing money.
Week after that, Uriah Hall, Rashawn Strickland, main event. Good fight. Glad to see these guys getting a main event spot.
No,
Good showcase
definitely.
for them. This should just be a Sean Strickland's boxing versus Uriah Hall's wacky
Yeah,
kickboxing.
yeah,
Should
no,
just be a
definitely.
fun on the fight feet. I'm gonna go Strickland. I think Strickland will
Yeah.
catch him at some point with something, knock him out. Hall's not like
It,
chinny, but like I've seen him get dropped before. So, and
no, for
Strickland's got
sure.
really good hands now too.
I I feel like Uriah could pretty much beat anybody,
If his head's
but
there, right?
his head's there, and I don't know. Like I feel like it's kind of been his last couple of fights, but like kind of not. Like it's kind of like
Yeah, he's coming off the Weidman
yeah,
thing, so that's kind
yeah,
of that one
yeah.
doesn't really count for much.
And I think what before that he fought Silva, pretty sure,
Yeah, it was the
or
Silver one with the round
yeah,
four TKO, yeah, and so I
yeah,
think that was like last Halloween. So
yeah.
yeah,
Which that fight didn't look that amazing.
no, I mean it's
Yeah,
always good to KO Silver like
yeah.
that, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know with Hall.
Mhm.
Hall was always that guy, man. When he came off the Ultimate
Mhm.
Fighter, it's so much hype behind him. Everyone thought
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
this is the next Anderson Silva.
No, definitely.
Yeah, and it just
Look,
hasn't.
he's such a strong dude, and his technique is fantastic. But I don't know, he's just there's that. We'll see. Cause Sean Strickland, I mean, that guy, man, he's been on a tear.
Yeah,
I mean,
Strickland's been
he's
on a
been,
tear, and he's just his
and
boxing has looked so good lately.
he's very confident in himself.
Yeah,
So,
real
we'll
vet
see.
too. So we'll
I
see
would
with that.
probably, I would probably say Sean's probably gonna win that fight.
Yeah,
But,
I'm with you.
but Uriah, tough guy, and those kicks are vicious.
Hard fight for
And
both guys, honestly.
yeah. hmm So we'll see how that goes.
Okay, cool. And then your next pay per view is UFC 265. Derek Lewis or Cyril Gain for the interim heavyweight title.
I can't. I'm excited. I'm excited for this fight.
I am too. People are hating on this just because it's with the interim
Yeah,
belt. It's like I don't
yeah,
really care. It's like the only thing that pisses me
yeah,
off is it sounds like Francis was ready to go in September.
yeah,
So it's just like okay, we
yeah.
could have just done Lewis Francis the
No,
next month
definitely.
and just left
Oh,
Nunes as the main event.
there's that. But also, I've heard that Francis also just really wants to fight John.
Yeah, I'm
He
sure he
wants that
does.
fight.
I mean that's the biggest fight for him. So
No, I feel that. But yeah. No, I mean, I feel like with Gon at this point, they shouldn't be doing this with Gon. I feel like he should get a couple more fights.
you think he needs a few more?
Think-
I don't know. He's
well,
coming off with a big win on Volkov though. It's kind of just like there's really no one left.
Um, nah, I don't know. He's still kind of early in his career.
He is very early. I think he's less than 10 MMA
Uh,
fights. So, like, what is
yeah,
he?
like
11 and 0?
he's 9-0.
9 and 0. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that is so early to be fighting these guys. But again, like, you win the big fights, then you end up getting these guys. There's just not too much you can really do about it.
no, I feel you. Like he's up on there. I know he's like, but I know like with the unfortunate thing with heavyweight, it's not like a very deep division.
Yeah,
So there is only so many guys you can fight.
yeah,
But Derek, man, Derek's just he's looked pretty good lately. He hits so hard.
yeah. Coming off that crazy uppercut over Curtis
Yeah,
Blades, so
no, definitely. Like I don't know, I really just see Derek knocking Ghana.
do you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got Gon, honestly. Like I think God's gonna outpoint him. Win a
No,
decision.
Gon is gonna outpoint him. No,
God
here's
will
the
definitely
thing.
outpoint him. It's the
No,
it's
no, Gon is probably going to win most of the rounds they're in.
yeah.
But
It's just
Derek
the
is
one time he gets caught.
He's gonna uppercut,
Yeah,
and
at
he's
some
gonna
point.
be out. He's gonna
See,
be out.
and it's not like Gon doesn't get hit
Uh-huh.
either. You know, like Volkov hit
Yeah,
him quite a few
definitely.
times, and
But
Lewis and Volkov's striking's on a different level. But like, Lewis
no,
just needs the
definitely.
one shot, right? And he's got
He just
25
needs one
minutes to
shot.
get
I
it.
mean, he pretty much knocks dudes out with one shot.
Yeah,
I mean, he's not usually combinations.
yeah,
He's not, it's either he knocks you out or he's on top of you knocking you out.
yeah. I
I
could see it
mean,
too because Gon is so
yeah,
inexperienced,
yeah,
and at
yeah.
least in MMA, and one of the it just catches
Because
up to him. You know, with a guy like Lewis.
honestly, when you watch most of Derek's fights, I mean, he's usually not winning the rounds.
No,
I mean, he usually,
never really.
no, it usually doesn't happen. But he has the most knockouts, like in the heavyweight division.
Yeah, just crazy.
So it's like hits hard.
Yeah.
So
I could just see it though, like Gon keeping his distance with the feet, landing some good
yeah,
body shots. Lewis is
I agree.
backing off more and more with the body shots.
That's what he should. That is what he should do because he tries to go in and try to wrestle Derek. I feel like that's the most.
That's when you're gonna
dangerous
get
thing.
caught. Yeah.
That's the most dangerous thing you could do. 'Cause that's basically that's what happened to Curtis Blades.
Yeah.
Try to wrestle him.
And it's funny because they put this as the main event to like kind of save
Yeah.
the pay per view, but it's just
Yeah.
like this might end up being not that good of a fight if Gon does what he needs to do,
Yeah.
just keep the distance and outpoint him,
Yeah.
like that. And that's
No,
really
definitely.
what Gon's game plan should be. Like,
Yeah.
you really couldn't blame him for that. And if it's just that for 25
No.
minutes, it's not gonna end
Yeah.
up being that good. So
No, for sure. But I don't know. But we'll see. 'Cause I know Derek's been losing weight. His cardio's gotten better.
yeah.
It's
Houston
all in
too.
all.
He's gonna have that
Yeah.
whole. He's gonna have a lot of hype going in there too. You know,
No,
It's gonna be
definitely.
a lot of people cheering for him to rally for the knockout.
It's-
So
It's gonna be good, and it's like, and for Derek, he's good in that situation. Well, how will Gon handle the boos? Because he's gonna get booed.
yeah, a
Frenchman
lot.
coming in to old Texas,
Yeah,
he's gonna get booed a lot.
gonna be
So,
nuts.
well,
Crazy
so let's
scene.
see, let's see
Do you
how
think
it
that's
goes.
why they made the fight so much, just because it's in Houston?
I can see that.
Yeah,
No.
that makes
No,
sense.
definitely.
Because
Well, because it wasn't
like
really-
you look at like if they just had it as Nunes versus Juliana Pena as the headliner, it doesn't necessarily sell that many more pay-per-views. Putting
No.
Lewis versus Gon at the top, like it might sell more tickets just because it's in Houston and that's where Lewis is from.
Yeah.
But like as far as
Because-
pay-per-views go, I don't really think that
Yeah.
makes a difference.
No, it being in Houston is what's gonna make that fight make a lot of money.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think that'll sell out the crowd there.
No, definitely.
And then the co-main, Amanda Nunes
Yeah.
versus Juliana Pena. Talk about that real quick.
I mean, at this point, I just don't see anybody beating Amanda. I mean,
Nah.
Juliana, she's looked good, but I don't know. She
Pena's
just doesn't.
one of those girls I've always wanted to see get a title shot. It's just not against
Yeah,
this Amanda Nunes.
Uh,
Like this is
She's
just
she's just so vicious. She's
Yeah.
just so good.
eh,
Like, it's just unfortunate because I don't really see like any girls really top on these top girls.
no, not right now. And
I mean-
it's
I mean,
unfortunate
I-
too because there's not even like a really
Yeah.
like hot young prospect at this weight class that I can think of that's like, oh, maybe she will get one at some point. Like there's like Kayla Harrison who's who's in the PFL right now. But like other than that, that's really it. That's the only girl you could see competing with Nunes.
No, definitely. I mean, it's just who you gonna do it? Who's the girl? Because Aspen's, she lost, so you can't really do her. Sure, you got Juliana. Yeah,
And it's like all those
but
girls too. It's just like, man,
Yeah.
they are not competing with Amanda Nunes.
Nah.
So yeah,
So the only other fight you really have, I guess, is just another fight with Durandamine. But that, I mean,
Yeah.
or another fight with Holly Holm.
I think that'd be a part 3 to that fight too. I think the last one was a rematch already.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's
I don't know. I can see them doing Aldana. Just
yeah, I
solely
can see that at
based.
some point.
That's
Yeah,
really
after
kind of
this
the-
whole
that's-
thing. Just brush
that's really
over
kind of
Daniel Fucker.
Yeah. No, pretty much. Pretty much.
That's what happens.
But let's see. You also got Aldo on that card as well, fighting Pedro Munez or
Oh
Jose.
yeah, yeah, that'd be a great fight
Yeah.
actually. Yeah,
Mhm.
the main card's actually stacked. I think
Mhm.
Luke versus Michael Chiesa is also on there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Hopefully they
No,
get one more
definitely.
good one going on there too.
So it's honestly the card itself. It looks fun.
Yeah,
Looks
it'll
like
be
a
an
good, looks
entertaining
like a
pay
good
per view
card.
for sure at the very least. As
Mhm.
long as Gain and Lewis deliver.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
All right, cool. With that,
Mhm.
that was the Nerd of Gods MMA show, episode 2. Thank you guys so much for
Definitely.
watching. Remember, this gets to like 1,000 views. So we'll do this bi-weekly. I'll still
Oh, for
promise that.
sure.
I'm put
For
McGregor
sure.
in the thumbnail for this one, so we'll get like a shit ton of views just from that.
Just right in there.
That's what we'll do. Anyways, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please remember to subscribe to our channel. You can find us on audio platforms if that's your preferred method. All right, bye everybody.
See you later.